Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuitTV, gonna be casting a game between Grubby, who spawns as the red Protoss, and Failo, spawning as the blue Terran. I have no clue who Failo is, but I was told this game was absolutely epic, so I decided to cast it and let you guys be the judge. It is a PvT on Shakuras Plateau, and well, not too much going on. I just want to put it out there that I think Grubby is extremely underrated, just because, well, he was a god in Warcraft 3. And then he switched over to StarCraft 2, which is a completely different game. The very first tournament he played in StarCraft 2 pretty much was the NASL, which he did not so well. He went like 0-6, and then it was hyped up between him and Otosis, saying, "This is the match of the century. Both these players have not won a single series. Which one will finally win?" Which kind of just puts a stigma on both of those players, saying, hey, these two guys, they're not good. When in fact they are. The series in Grubby, every single one was close. He just got very unlucky and went 0-6, and then he hasn't won any other major tournament to clear his name, but he does have these epic games on his stream where he does great micro with Warp Prism and Immortals. I've seen him do a PvP where he lost like 250 minerals, making his opponent lose like 1250 just because of how epic he was with the Warp Prism control. And we'll see what Grubby ends up doing this game. Every single Grubby game is a treat to watch. He always displays great micro, and well, once he gets to that high Templar attack, he will never miss a storm and is very good about feedbacking Go. So I want to see what Failo does to play up against a player of this caliber. He is a European Terran Grandmaster. He is going to be put in Supply Depot here, which kind of tells Grubby, hey, I didn't go for a 13 gas, which basically is announcing I am going to be doing a 1 barrack expand. However, in the back of Grubby's mind, since this is a ladder game, he has no clue who this guy is, most likely. He could be thinking, okay, he's cheesing me. He could be going for a 3 racks expand, which is completely going to counter the 1 gate expand. So we'll see if Grubby does end up going for that 1 gate expand. The SCV for Failo is going to get a scout on Grubby, just staying right next to the Nexus so we can see what is chrono boosted. This is definitely going to be the big tall tier sign of what Grubby wants to do. So Failo wants to watch this. Is he going to chrono boost soon as the Cybernetic core finishes? If he does, that could signify that it's going to be a 3 gate type play. Is he going to keep the chrono boost on the Nexus? If he does, that could signify a 1 gate expand. And Failo makes it look like he leaves the base, and then it's going to be going over to this one corner. The Zealot going to come down, try to find that SCV, and Grubby hasn't seen it with this one probe, so he may assume that the SCV is still in his base. You can see the Zealot looking all over the probe left, and Grubby lost complete sight of it, but it does go on patrol right back here. He will probably pop in around the 5:15 to 5:30 minute mark just to see what Grubby has if he hasn't got it killed yet. The Stalker is rallied. Where is it rallied to? Just the middle of the map. It looks like Grubby is going to be putting on a little bit of pressure with 1 Zealot and a Stalker. Still hasn't seen that 1 SCV. I'm surprised he doesn't go to the watchtower to see if it went there. And, well, the Zealot is just going to go up this ramp. Going to see the bunker go up for Failo. And Failo will be very safe against this 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker play. But the question is, when will Grubby take expand? And will this be a 3-gate build? It doesn't look like it just because the warp gates are almost done. And, well, he hasn't thrown down those extra gates, so I think he's going to go for a 1 gate expand. Failo's SCV, when is it going to go in? I said between the 5:15 and 5:30, and you can see the Cybernetic core, it's almost done. This Nexus still has so much energy. If the SCV leaves right now to go in, this is when warp gates would definitely be finishing, and there he goes. He is going to go in. See that Cybernetic core wasn't chrono boosted, doesn't see any other gates, and now Failo knows, okay, it's a 1 gate expand. SCV does come down here and sees absolutely everything. This is great for him and very bad for Grubby, but both players playing very macro heavy. Now Grubby still has plenty of energy on his Nexus. What are you going to chrono boost? Is he just going to chrono boost his gates and get a lot of units out? He is at 100 right now. Grubby forgetting to chrono boost. He is losing energy on that right now. What are you going to be doing? He is near supply cap 33 out of 34, so he may be waiting for the pylon finish. There he goes, going to chrono boost the first Nexus. This will not supply cap him as he is building that 34th supply. Stalker on patrol right here, just waiting for any type of drops. What does Grubby see of Failo? Just that it was a 1 barracks expand, and then he got this bunker. So Grubby playing in the complete dark, and Failo, he's actually getting a missile turret. He does throw a scan now, sees the gas, and he scanned this gas. This is very important because No, he saw the gas go down, actually. He saw the gas when the SCV was patrolling right here. I was going to say, he wanted to scan the gas, because if he didn't see this coming yet with that one SCV, he could click on the gas and see how much has been mined, and then know when that gas was taken. But, I'm really curious about scanning, like, right here, because he does get a lot of vision back here with that scan, which isn't where buildings would be. He is scared of DTs, as he does have missile turret up at his natural. He is going for a starport right now. He does have 2 barracks, one with the tech lab getting stim. Hasn't had combat shields just yet, and this is going to be the telltale sign that Failo wants to be aggressive. Combat shields is actually the better upgrade if you want to play defensively, but if you want to go on the offensive, combat shields not too good, and you want that stim. So we'll see if Failo starts moving out relatively soon. Observer goes down to this missile turret. Maybe that's what the missile turret's for. Grubby is going to be putting a pylon down here. He may be going on the offensive soon. He does have 3 gates and is getting an immortal out. Has Gravatic drives being researched, which is the observer speed. And I haven't seen someone really chrono boost that one out, just because... Is that... Let me double check. Yeah, that is the observer speed upgrade. So, Grubby, focusing on that observer speed, wants to get an idea of what Failo is doing. And he may be a little bit curious, because Failo put the missile turret here, and this may be kind of like, hey, don't scout me. Grubby is a little bit curious. He wants to get the observer in, and he wants to be able to follow medevacs, because Failo wants to, no, he isn't going to be doing a drop. He may be doing a drop with his next wave. The reactor goes on the factory. It is going to be swapping. I'm curious if he's going to be doing a drop at the same time of this attack. It doesn't look like it, but as I did say, since he got stim first, he wants to be aggressive. So as soon as that stim finishes, he is taking control of the map. And Grubby is going to be saving that one zealot. Not too much. What could be going through Grubby's head? He knows it's going to be a drop play. He sees the factory and the starport and sees all those barracks. What does Failo see? Nothing really. But he is going to scan. Sees the Immortal and a few units. He doesn't know about the Robo Bay being built or the Colossus up here. Grubby hiding his Colossus just a little bit. Oh my god, that Orb Prism is so fast. And now he is going to be hanging out on that medevac. But Failo going to be taking that out, forcing a scan out. That is good for Grubby. Failo, though, is going for that ghost play. And that is what that Observer needed to see. And losing that Observer, now Grubby has to decide, okay, am I going to really cut my Colossus count or get another one out? And this is a very hard time for Grubby, just because he's got so much invested in those observers and he's lost both of them without getting too much information. He just sees MMM. That's not a big deal. The Ghost would have been a big deal. He doesn't know about this. And he also got that upgrade for those observers. He is going to be getting another one. Scan goes down here again. Doesn't see the Omi. He doesn't know about the Colossus on this high ground. And it looks like Failo wants to do some damage. And he is going to be doing a drop while he comes in to push this. Grubby, though, going to bring his Colossus down. This will surprise Failo. Grubby getting a few hits there. The drop. He gets more force fields off. And now the MMM is going to go up into the natural. But Grubby's Colossus are going to come out of nowhere. And Failo will have to retreat. But no, it looks like he is going to be staying. Zealots can't go because of the force fields. And this MMM is going to be taking out one of those Colossus. It doesn't get micro back. The medevac does pick up a bunch of Marines. And Grubby, did he come out ahead there? It looks like it's very even right now. He does have the pylon here. Both players. Actually, Grubby's on 2 base, while Failo is going to be on 3 bases. And now getting some missile turrets up. And maybe he just really doesn't like observers. I said he was scared of DTs, but 2 missile turrets at this, and he is getting a PF. I don't know exactly what he is scared of, where he builds missile turrets everywhere, but it's not a bad thing. He is killing all of Grubby's observers, which Grubby apparently really wants. As you do see, he focused on that observer speed upgrade. The pylon is going to be going down for Failo. Great job, but it does not supply cap Grubby. Grubby wants to take the 3rd base. He still doesn't know about that 3rd base, and we do have a drop over here, but it's not going to be doing much damage as everything does get immediately picked up. And that definitely went in Grubby's favor and almost gets that 1 medevac. 20 HP left. And now the Observer just chasing the 1 medevac, and we'll see if Failo does. It looks like he's going to bait him back into the missile turrets. And, uh-oh, yeah, he does. Baits that 1 Observer in the missile turret, so Grubby loses that without even burning a scan up here. And very nice job for Failo. And I wish there was like an observer kill count, because Failo's killed like 4 or 5, and Grubby hasn't got too much information. Even though the observer got sacrificed, I guess he does see the third base is a PF, so that could be good news for him. A scan going to go down right as Grubby is trying to take his third base, so Failo knows exactly what is going on. He has so much better scouting than Grubby does, but Grubby's Colossus count is getting high. He is at 1-1 upgrades. Failo is almost, oh no, he's just started 2-2 as well. He is going to get the ship level upgrades, and that will allow him to take out this Colossus very, very quickly. Grubby going to be transferring a lot of probes here, and I have to say that I think, let's go to the worker tab, Failo may actually be ahead right now. He is doing a great job at killing all of Grubby's scouts. Grubby doesn't really know the Viking count. If he did know the Viking upgrades and that Viking count, he may be switching into, well, he's doing it anyways. He's switching into the High Templar play, so Grubby not going to make too many Colossus. A lot of players, until they know they've killed a lot of Vikings, will only get 3 to 4 Colossus. Sometimes they get 5, but anything beyond that could just be suicide, as Vikings kill Colossus very quick and have a lot of range. And if those Colossus go down, you put like 5 or 6 of them out there, well, you're not going to have the ground army after those go down, and you will just get stomped. So Grubby is switching into High Templars, but keep in mind, how long ago did I mention that Ghost Academy? I'm pretty sure I said something about it. Yeah, it's right over here. He does have the Ghost upgrade already. His Ghost count is at 0, which I'm a little bit surprised about with how early he got the Ghost Academy, but not the biggest of deals. Failo going to be taking his 4th base. He's going to try to stay +1 base on Grubby, and that is what you have to do in TVP. You never want to be behind on bases, because that means the Protoss could just whoop in giant forces after army trade goes on, and you can be finding yourself in a lot of trouble. And looks like Failo wants to go and take out Grubby's 3rd base, and this is going to be big if he can get it. But is he going to commit and go there or not? He does throw a scan, sees Grubby is moving out. Stim goes there, and Grubby's forces aren't all there, forces a defensive blink, and now Failo is, what is he going to do? Looks like he's throwing scans, just seeing what Grubby's army is. Those Colossus are out of position. Stalkers do blink, though. This one Colossus is in a great position back here. And looks like Grubby is going to be able to handle this. All the Vikings do go down, and this is going to be a good sign for Grubby to build more Colossus. It's going to be very long for him to rebuild those Vikings, and most importantly, not only did the Vikings go down, but also the Medivacs. Going over this unit station, we don't have any Medivacs out. We do have 9 Ghosts just chilling out, so he is going to have a lot of EMPs up and coming. And he does have double reactor starport, so he is going to get that medevac count very high very quick and then get the Vikings out. So he's not in any trouble whatsoever. If he only had 1 reactor starport, he'd have to decide, do I want medevacs or do I want Vikings? And if he chooses wrong, he dies. If you go against High Templars, you absolutely need medevacs. If you go against a lot of Colossus, you absolutely need the Vikings. So what is Grubby doing? He is doing both, getting High Templars and Colossus out with his 3-3 on the way. Failo, he is at 2-2 but hasn't started his 3-3 just yet, getting another PF at this one base. He really loves his PFs. That is 2 PFs to 2 orbital commands, and he is not playing greedy at all with those mules. He is ahead in workers 87-72. Failo should not be building any more workers. It looks like his saturation is fairly good between all the bases. He is ideally saturated, I'd say, everywhere. This one base has 5 too many. But maybe that's 6, and this one base has a lot, but 6 are about to go on those gases. So again, he just can't build any more SCVs, and he'll be in great shape. He has started 3-3 right now, and both players at 180 supply. That Zealot is going to go down for Grubby. Now Failo has complete map control of this middle, but he does have units on both watchtowers, so yes, he has absolute complete map control. He has 9 Ghosts, and there's going to be a lot of EMPs. Grubby, he has 4 High Templars, 1 Archon, and 2 Colossus. And these Vikings are at 1-0 upgrades, and he gets a Colossus for absolutely free. This goes chilling in the storms a little bit too long, but that is good. That halved Grubby's Colossus count, as he only had the 1. Stalkers with an offensive blink going to take out that 1 Marine on the washout, but that is all they can do. Still has the 1 pylon there. It looks like a scan goes down. He sees that it's only these Stalkers, so he's going to go and try to kill them. 1 does go down. Blink goes and saves the rest of them. And Grubby has the 1 base over here. It looks like it just went mining. 150, 1,500 on this patch. and that is how players check if they missed a base. I didn't see that going up, but just clicking on minimum patch tells me, okay, it literally just finished. Grubby will be going on 5 bases, while Failo not on too many. Zealots do get whooped in at the 1 pile I was talking about, and here we go. A big engagement does go on, but the Stalker's just going to be blinked back. We do have personal cloaking for the Ghost. Scans going down to see everything. Grubby actually missing a Storm right there, but it does force Failo to pull back, and this one Observer is just over top of his force. He can see all of these Ghosts have full energy, and what does that mean? Well, feedbacks will be insta-gibbing Ghosts. And Grubby just getting more Zealots, forces to cancel on that one command center. He does see this one, and the High Town was just going to get Storms and doesn't feedback the Ghost. That may have been a mistake, throwing down the Storm instead of the feedback. He could have killed a lot of Ghosts. There he goes, killing 1 Ghost. But I want to say he could have killed 3 or 4. And these High Templars are now going to do the little fusion dance and merge together. And Failo actually missing this. The Stalkers do go up here. And now we have a lot of forces for Grubby, canceling that 1 base. Stalkers take out that PF, and now Grubby is going to be pulling back. There are a lot of Vikings here to deal with those Colossus, but Storm does go down. The Vikings are clumped up. Storms will be very good against those Vikings. But you still got to worry about this Ghost count. But those Ghosts are still at 200 energy, so feedback's going to be very useful. Some Bio going to come up here. The Archon says, no, no, no. Grubby is at 331, while Failo is at 33 upgrades. And it looks like Grubby is going to be able to take out this one Marauder and still maintains his presence on this high ground. Failo going to be bringing more units and trying to deal with this, but Grubby has whooped in a few Zealots. Interesting enough, Grubby does not have charge. Storm going down up there, doing so much damage. The Archon is going to be coming at the same time. Grubby is going to go over here, pressure, I guess, those SCVs from long distance mining. But, Grubby just holding that high ground with so few units. Scan goes down, and now it looks like Failo wants to engage these Stalkers, but the Stalkers can blink over this little cliff, and he will be perfectly safe. And if you didn't know how Grubby just did that, you shift move right next to this, then while holding shift, you click blink. And then the Stalkers will blink as soon as they get to this position. It creates that nice little chain of blinks. And, something I missed, Failo has switched into getting like 7 factories and massing Thors and has 2 50mm strike cannon, which is something I have never seen. We'll see how Thors do late game. But he is sure getting a lot of them. Does have 2 already. Storm's going down on a lot of this bio, but is he going to get the EMPs off? And there we go, everything does get EMP. Those sentries have no energy, and Failo looks like he may be able to take out this force of Grubby. All the Colossus do fall. And again, those Thors just massing up. Grubby does know about them. He will probably switch into a mortal play, or at least I hope I do. Thors do very well against Colossus, but I actually don't know how well this 250mm strike cannon is anymore. I think it will one-shot Immortal, so that may be why he's getting it, just to deal with Mass Immortal. But while they're killing those Immortals, they just are very vulnerable. We do have Grubby still holding that little high ground area. That is very cute. And he has been denying Failo from expanding ever. It's 164 supply to 200, but Failo is doing something I have never seen before in a TVP. Just switching randomly over to Mass Thors. Grubby going to come to attack this one base, but... And at the same time over here, so he's going to force Failo to be in 2 positions at once. And that's what you got to do against these Thors. Thors are very, very immobile. This one base is going to get taken out. Grubby doing a great job at just being everywhere. As soon as he notices Failo camera is somewhere else, like up here where Grubby's been holding this forever, then that's when Grubby goes in and does his damage. And now we do have an attack going over here. The Stalkers do blink back, taking out a few Thors. 177 supply to 135. Failo finally taking this high ground. There's one temple over here without any energy. But he's finally going to get the base up and landed here. And he does have a base over here. We do have observers for Grubby. How many observers does he have out? He has 5 observers. So Grubby, look at his map vision. It's almost like he is playing Zerg and has creep ever with the vision he has on the map right now. Absolutely insane. But, Ghost Thor. This is gonna be interesting. We do have this one PF gonna... No, it's not gonna be going down, but since all the Thors are down here, Grubby probably will be moving up and attacking into the natural, I would assume. Few Zealots are over there already. Failo is going to be pulling back, so Grubby decides not to take that opportunity. The Stalkers now blinking back over, going to harass this PF a little bit more. Grubby really abusing Shakuras Plateau right now with these Blink Stalkers. And now against this PF, going to be doing some nice blinks, forcing the SCVs to go off and mine at the same time. Oh no, it's just an observer to see all the units are going down. This PF is going to get repaired. The Stalkers are going to blink back out to safety. Grubby holding the middle of the map in case Failo wants to move out. And feedbacks are going to be great on these Thors. As you do see, they have 200 energy on them. Storm going down on those Hellions and Thors. Not so much damage done on the Thor, but on those Hellions, yes, it is quite a bit. Keep in mind that that Blue Flame upgrade is nowhere near as good as it used to be. Feedback's going down on a lot of things. Medevacs and Thors. And more feedbacks and storms going off. These Templars, he has 9 Templars and he has a few Urkons, 2 Urkons were morphing. So he's got so many Templars, so many feedbacks are going off. But this Viking and Thor is setting up a big defensive front, and Grubby cannot take that. Failo is actually starting to grow in supply while those Hellions try to kill those Zealots, and it looks like Failo is moving out with SCVs and Thors again. He has so many factories, but he doesn't have the, no, he can produce more, but he's not building Thors. He has 1K, 1K. Why aren't you building more Thors? Failo! Don't fail me now. And it looks like he does everything at hotkey so he can tab through things, but not building any units right now is what could be killing him. Feedbacks are going down, and Thors are running out of energy and HP as his feedbacks do so much damage. Immortals are here, but those Thors doing so much damage to them, surprisingly. Even the Immortals go down very quickly. More storms going off, killing the SCVs so they can no longer repair the Thors. But is it going to be enough? Are these Thors going to be able to take out Grubby? It does not look like it. Failo is losing absolutely everything. Put things up in a medevac to try to get them away, but that is not going to be helping. The medevac is going to be going down. And since he was going so long without building units, he doesn't have a force back here. So Grubby, I think he is going to easily be able to walk over this. If Failo was backling during that one battle, I think he may have been okay still. This PF is possibly going to be going down. Those Immortals deal so much damage, and yes, it does go down. Force fields go off, so now Grubby can retreat, but Failo is going to stim and try to catch things on the other end. But going over this army supply, 119, 257. Grubby is also at 333. Failo at 33 still. He can't really get any more upgrades, but it was a very nice idea to do this, but it wasn't up to the task. I think what he should have done is thrown down 2 or 3 factories and 2 starports and went battlecruiser Thor. Just because, well, go big or go home. When you have that many factories, he definitely went big on the Thors, but he could have totaled up a little bit longer and got battlecruisers out, which, Last Shadow has, or he said a long time ago that he thinks battlecruisers may be what Terrans need to do, and also what Thorzane has been saying in, TVP. As you do see all these Zealots, this is the problem. These Zealots are so beefy and deal so much damage to Bio. What Thorzane's kind of been doing is, he's been getting a lot of Reapers, and Reapers, I believe, deal like 21 damage per second, while a Stimmed Marine deals like 15. So Reapers actually deal more damage than Marines, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But it is something to look at against a late-game Protoss player with this type of ball. And, of course, Reapers are always so fast, so they can pick off High Templars so well. I mean, I think it's just like 2 volleys from a group of 2 Reapers to kill a High Templar. But, yeah, I think Reapers may be pretty good. I can't say for certain because I haven't seen. I've seen one game in the Shoutcraft Invitational. And I think it was against, I want to say, Night End. But definitely check it out. Shoutcraft Invitational, very good tournament. And this one Zealot, how many kills is this going to get? Uh-oh, the Storm Templar, how many kills are you going to get? Looks like 4 right there. The Zealot is up to 6. And Failo trying to regroup and get a large army, but it's just not happening. He doesn't have the income anymore to support pretty much anything he has. You can see Grubby 700 gas per minute, while Failo at 192. And now Grubby's going to blink up, deny this one base from mining. And it's just not looking good at all for a Terran player. But I have to give it to Failo. It was nice to see him try something different and just say, you know what? Mass factories and let's get some mother effing Thors out here. But did not work. We have Grubby getting a fleet beacon right now. He may be going into carriers. And he's got so many immortals to deal with the Thors now. And now this one base is probably not going to go down with these Marauders coming to save it. And the Thor is going to be coming down here. We'll see how much damage Failo can do. The army supply is actually even. So I may have been calling this game too early, but you have Grubby with 6k, 1k stored up. So he's going to be able to whoop in a lot of units after this force. It's going to be fun to watch, but it's just not going to happen. He is going to be using his 250mm cannons on this Nexus, which lowers the energy, so feedbacks are not going to be as good on the Thors. Mothership is going to be on the way. But Failo does have plenty of energy on that one orbital command, no, 2 orbital commands he has. It looks like Grubby is going to be moving out. That is definitely a lot of immortals. They deal so much damage, especially with 3-3. They're going to be dealing 65 damage per shot. Pretty good, considering Thors have 400 life and then 200 after they get feedback if they have full energy. Storm going down on those groups of Marauders. The Ghost is going to go down immediately, but he still has another Ghost. He has to get those EMPs off. Those High Templars, oh my god, there's so many High Templars. Grubby just going to be re-maxing, but he's letting Failo max out and going to the worker supply. He is 20 SCVs behind, so he may get a big army, but Grubby again, so much stored up. He can reproduce like crazy. He may be waiting for his mothership, and that may just seal the deal. And a feedback going off on these Thors. Just trying to be cute. High Templar does go down, feedback in that one Thor. Storm going off on Failo's army, but Failo, I mean, his army, only 15 supply behind. But again, it all comes down to remacking, so we could still see an epic fight in this game. Ghosts are coming, but there are so many observers that Grubby has. He has 4 observers, but none of them see this coming. What? 4 observers and nothing sees that. And now he is taking out all those High Templars. Grubby, where are your observers at? 4 observers, not 1 by his army. He loses a lot of High Templars there. And that is what Failo needed. Grubby, though, can reproduce like crazy. Let's just see if we can get a count on these gateways real fast. Click them all there. No forces. More gateways. Oh, crap. It's got quite a few. Looks like 18? Yeah, 18 gateways for Grubby, so he can whoop in like 36 supply of Zealots or Stalkers. No problem. He is going to try to take out that base, but Failo is going to be able to defend it. It is going to come down to how scary are Thors when massed. As he does have 6 Thors, 20 Marauders, 9 Ghosts. This has to be one of the manliest armies I've ever seen a Terran player get up to against a Protoss. He needs more Thors, I think. Feedback going down on that Thor, and that's so much damage just instantly done. High Templar is going to get sniped. Failo does have a lot of Ghosts. They're all cloaking. Will Grubby make that same mistake? Doesn't look like it. All those Ghosts going to be going down. Maybe does get them back. And now Failo pushing out. Everything going in. Here we go. The final deciding moment of this battle. Thor's trying to get in range. EMPs go down on those Ghosts. But there's so many Immortals right here. And those Thors are just going down so quickly. There goes the GG. Well played from Failo. And that was one epic game between Failo and Grubby. And I have to say, those Thors looked pretty nice. But I think his macro did slip in that late game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game as much as I did. Take care, and I will see you next time.